Well, okay. Well, we have it with us the lovely Tawdry Hepburn.
Hello.
Welcome here.
Oh, this is Tawdry Hepburn.
This is Tawdry Hepburn. We were just talking to her last night at the lovely Les Cinches.
I didn't know we were in the presence of a folk queen. Is that what you call
Yeah,
it?
We are.
Yeah. And so you're here to promote, because you're going to get busy with the drag queens this weekend, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Okay, tell us a little bit about it.
Tomorrow we are celebrating Eva Sensitiva's birthday and doing a little fundraiser, if you will, for the Gay Straight Alliance Network. They're based here in San Francisco.
Always a worthy cause.
Yes. And the fundraiser is called Cake. It'll be a lot of fun. Have a few up-and-comers over that are going to be doing the show. A few well-known names already.
Who do you have any names you can throw out?
Ferocia Titties.
Oh, my gosh.
Host of Meow Mix. She's going to be there for this. Terrorist. Marcy Playground of Charlie Horse fame.
And many other fans.
They're all like celebrities, local celebrities, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's great. Well, you want to raise the funds. You want to bring in the celebs.
Exactly.
Okay, and so this is at the Cinch.
This is at the Cinch. Starts at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
It's going to be going on for about 3 or 4 hours, we figure. We've got about 12 people performing.
Awesome. Yep. Who's hosting it?
Eva Sensitiva.
Eva's going to be
hosting
it?
Yes, the birthday girl is hosting this lovely show. So she says, come and say hi to her.
Oh, awesome! Yeah,
You know she'll be ready for her birthday shots.
Well, and it's always fun to hang out at the Cinch on the weekends.
It is.
I mean, because I
Especially
know
with
I'm
the weather
prejudiced,
being
but they do have like the best bartenders in San Francisco.
Oh, they do. And it's right.
Except for all the other bartenders that I loved who aren't there. But other than that,
and they've got the lovely outdoor patio, so you can get a little bit of entertainment inside and go outside.
Oh yeah,
with your sunshine with your cocktails.
Exactly. Well, there was a day when we used to be able to smoke and drink out on that patio all night long.
I
know
those
it's sad,
days.
but
we take what we can get. It's like sunny days in San Francisco. We'll take them when we can get them.
Take them when you can get them. Exactly. Well, so this is all listed up on the Facebook. Under Cake with Eva Sensitiva. And so can you give us any more, is there going to be any is there anything, I can't think of what I'm saying. Any drink specials, raffles, anything like that?
I believe there's going to be some drink specials. I'm not sure about a raffle. It's about $5 suggested donation. But
okay, good. I was wondering how they're going to raise the money.
Yes, and you know how we are. Us drag queens up on stage when it comes to a benefit show. Anything goes at that point.
And bring your dollars to tip them bitches too, people. I mean, that's my big thing is if you're going to come to a drag show, just just go and cash a 10 in and just get some ones because, it's these people aren't making a lot of money and they're coming out and supporting a worthy cause and all that stuff. But I'm sure Michael Brown will be there and Leslie.
Michael Brown, Jim. You got the double lapping of the
the overlapping of the
bartenders.
totally.
You got the afternoon bartenders and then the evening ones fresh and ready to go.
And the popcorn, of course.
And of course, can't forget the popcorn.
When do they run that popcorn machine?
When they feel like
all
it.
the time. When they feel.
When
Certainly
they feel
every Friday
it.
night they have it.
Yeah. No, whenever I used to have a show at the Cinch, that was part of what I would do to prep. Yeah. Was I would start the popcorn.
Well, it makes sense because the more popcorn you eat, the more alcohol you can drink.
Exactly.
Very true.
So the all bar should have it.
Well, I always love promoting anything at the Cinch. That's like my home grounds, of course.
I thought
we were just there.
I thought the Cinch would have salty nuts.
Well, you can bring those.
You bring your own.
Yeah, I'll suck on your salty nuts.
Come for the beer, bring your own salty nuts.
I will totally suck on your salty nuts, Andrew.
I screwed up the timing a little bit on that. I'm sorry, but it had to be said.
I know.
Or whatever.
Okay.
It's all about timing, Andrew.
Yeah.
Fucked mine.
And your salty nuts.
All right, I'm not going to say anything for the rest of the interview.
Just show us your salty nuts.
All right, go on.
Are they sprinkled?
Are they wrinkled?
I'm sorry. I might be getting fired.
No, not at all. I think we'll get a raise for that one. So, okay, well, and so tell me about your drag persona. I don't think I've seen you. I think I saw you in drag doing a number
once or twice.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Pull her up on Facebook.
But when was the last time you brought old Tawdry Hepburn
Last
out?
time I really got Tawdry out for an event would probably be Cancer as a Drag 2 last year.
Oh, that's right.
We do it at some point, usually either in the spring or the fall.
Oh yeah, that's when you people let Marcy host.
Yes, when we attempted to have Marcy host. That was interesting.
She never remembered my name, and so funny. She just goes, "And you." Up there. I'm like, wow, thanks. I'm glad I donated my time to get some attention paid to me and you.
Well, I hate
she
to
knows
say
me now, but
yes, exactly. But you know what? Juanita Fajita set the standard for hot mess that day. Oh
my gosh, that's right. She never even came back for a second number.
Anybody who just she was on stage for her second number. She just walked off.
Oh, that's
and then went home.
Well, we all know when we had enough.
Just goes to show you can always have a good time. For shows.
So with Tawdry, do you look for? Do you have any kind of certain thing you do with her, or is it just whatever is at your fancy?
Whatever I'm kind of feeling, whatever inspires me for the day.
Yeah. So what's inspiring you?
Have to do a little bit of. Well, actually, sparklies are inspiring me. So we should see some interesting rhinestone-y kind of concoction tomorrow.
Great. That's awesome.
Yep.
Okay, and so we'll look forward to it. So people bring your beer goggles, and we can just pile in for the day. And maybe we could just stay the whole weekend and just not ever leave, and then just be there for Shot in the City the next day.
There you go.
And just maybe we can just roll around the back or sleep on the pool table, a la Karen Kill.
Yeah, we're trying to find a picture of you up on the.
They're looking for Tawdry Hepburn.
I've probably seen you. How often? You said you go out? How often?
A couple times a year.
Yeah,
she's now I'm kind of pulling it a little bit more together, though.
Well, she will be.
You'll find me.
She will be.
It's not an addiction.
It's usually not a flattering look, but you'll find me.
That's
so in other words, since it's only a couple times a year, it's not an addiction like it is for me.
No,
not yet.
Not yet.
No.
It's one of those things.
She's lucky got it.
Yeah.
She's lucky.
I have to limit myself. I have to remember I do have to pay rent at the end of the month, and sometimes the sparkly things just kind of go, oh, I have to have it. I don't care. Live in the moment and then regret it later.
Yeah, a lot of queens are put themselves into the poorhouse, right? It's not a great way to make money.
It costs a lot of money to look cheap and tacky.
It does.
It does.
That's why
and you have to live up to a name like Tawdry. You really do.
So how many people go to those and make what was that makeup special that was all like the rage for all the queens a couple of weeks ago? What's that makeup brand they love so much? I can't think of it. But anyway, they had that thing where you get the bag.
Oh.
And you can go in there and fill as many things in that bag for like $100 or something like that, and people are like shoving their like eyeliners.
Oh, don't mess with the queen and her makeup.
Especially on the Velcro. I can't remember the name of the damn thing. Anyway, yeah. See, you can tell how much makeup I wear.
Have you ever worn makeup, Dan?
A few times. I mean, I've worn the manly makeup to be on stage,
when
of course.
You're feeling a little spicy.
And then the one I've been in drag twice, and never in San Francisco, oddly enough, but in Texas I went in drag for Halloween a couple of years, and because I finally found a dress that fit me. Oh. But that dress has since been sucked into the House of Fish collection somewhere, and I never saw it because Birdie found it in my stuff when I moved in, and it was taken down to the drag closet, and I never saw it again.
That's happens.
So if you see some big old drag queen in a blue spangly dress, it's probably mine.
Oh,
it came from the House of Fish.
Well, I'd love to see you with man makeup, man liner.
Man liner?
What would you look like? Would you look like?
Well, yeah, I look. Well, my eyes pop. Unfortunately, I wear glasses, so I just don't put as much stuff on my eyes because I wear glasses over it, so it doesn't pop as much as I would like it to.
Yeah, that wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of a dude. I'm a big gay dude, but I am a dude, so I don't have a lot of the need to dress like a lady. Even though I would, I have no problem with it. And if I, had the right, I almost did for Imposters Night last year. Because I should just shave my whole body and come as pristine, but that's a little bit of a commitment. Too much. That's a commitment.
It's a commitment.
I got to live with that for days afterwards with all that hair growing back. But yeah, it would be funny somebody to do pristine. But I always like Meow Mix had their Imposters Night the other night. And I always love Imposter Nights because it's always funny to see people dressed like other people and what their perception of them is.
And exactly, and what their interpretation is, and what's that standout feature that they weren't aware that they had.
And as long as it's done with love.
It is. It's all out of
bless
love.
your heart. That it just makes it more fun and entertaining, and but that's the world of drag.
It is very true.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things that made me mad when I started watching some of the RuPaul this season. Some of the queens were dissing on other queens for not being like lady enough, and I'm like going, well, drag is not about being a lady.
No, it is not.
Drag can be dressing like a lady. If you know anything about a
drag show and you've been backstage, it is no such thing as being a lady.
But and also the thing is that sure, some people do dress like women and do a really great job of it, and I applaud that. But I mean, other people, it's one of those things that no matter how rich or how poor you are, you can make a comment about politics, government, social politics, sexual things, pop culture, anything, and you can do it with your drag for very little money. You can go just a trip to the thrift store. Mm-hmm. Or
that's why they have the $1.98 badge.
Amen to that. Exactly.
Well, drag really is variety. It's about celebrating.
So not everything. And if you watch Paris is Burning, you're talking about drag realness, where people are, executive realness, where they dress like they're going to the, and that's all that, because everything we wear is drag. RuPaul said it. We're born naked. Everything else is drag.
Very true.
That's very true.
So we send messages out. Andrew's sending out his salty nut message there with what he's wearing. Philippe has his little hat on. Why that's sending a message.
And I'm dressed as a man right now.
I have a big tranny Michael Myers on my T-shirt, so people automatically know I'm a bit strange. I know it's my favorite shirt of all time, and so anyway, but yeah, that's my thing about drag. And that's why I'm such a big fan of it. And I produce shows, but yet I never do it.
And congratulations to you.
Oh, thank you so much. It was funny because you're the one that kind of got me started on the road to the Red Devil Lounge.
But it happened.
Yeah, drinking
Really
buddies,
happy.
drinking buddies at the cinch, going, well, I got some friends over at Red Devil Lounge.
Across the street. Let me have them talk to you.
I know.
Well,
it just shows you that drunken conversations can go somewhere besides the
Exactly.
bedroom.
You can make a difference through drinking.
Well, there must be a name for women that hang out with, not with gay men, but with drag queens. They're like drag hags?
Could be.
It's just
Yeah.
called
Yeah, but
I'm a folk queen, so I can go
have
shopping
found
with them.
Yeah.
See,
Okay.
some of the ladies don't like the word with the H word.
Hag.
Yeah. So there's got to be like another kind of
Drag.
word for that.
Drag lady that's not a hag.
Yeah.
Well, we could call them fruit flies too.
Well, fruit flies is what I call gentlemen who hang out with the gay guys, a la Sergio Fadash, who's probably. I mean, I've met fruit flies in my life, but there's been nothing on the level of Sergio.
Oh yeah. You would be convinced.
He's gayer than me.
Yeah. He's like so gay, but he's not a homosexual
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Makes
So
sense.
Yeah.
so lucky the lady that gets him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you can have makeup parties with him.
Oh yeah. You're right.
Look at you can see
I'm just
Mark's
trying to
mind
visualize what he would
working.
look like as a woman. So yeah. So you.
He would look very stern and Italian,
Of course. Well, you've been
but you
doing,
could put a little beauty mark on him. He'd look cute.
He would. We can like. Everybody's got to try drag once, you know.
We do.
When you start doing drag, or
When was the first? What was the
I think
first thing
my
you did
mama-
drag for?
Well, okay. First time I actually did drag here in San Francisco would be.
Oh, I mean, ever.
Oh, ever? That would be being 3 years old doing dance
Oh,
recitals.
well, that's okay. That's
Dance
not. I'm talking
recital-
about
I
like
mean,
being
that's
a
in the
girl.
I'm talking about being gay bar drag.
Probably when I was about 22 in San
Yeah.
Luis Obispo. Did it a couple times before I left there, but then
That's where you're from.
no, I'm from here.
Oh, okay.
But I went to college down there,
Ah.
and then kind of just didn't really do it again until Marcy Playground started having the Marcy Minute. That's where
Marcy
actually
Minute,
me and
yeah.
Jada had the same night, same
Drinking,
start.
you'll miss it.
Is that an in joke?
No, I'm just saying things off the top of my head. But no, I thought it was just being. I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't ask me on my clever
you
remarks.
can't be-
Everybody laughed and it could just move on.
we're all hungover, man. You can't be like asking us anything complicated.
Oh yeah, I feel much better. The hair of the dog. I had that beer in about 0.5 seconds, so it wasn't.
Refreshing.
Yeah, exactly.
Philippe was cheers. I'm like going. I'm not about cheersing. I'm about getting this down into my gullet so I can like stop feeling like poop.
But the obviously the motivation for folk queens is different than your typical drag queen. Is there any?
Not
any kind of-
necessarily. There's still the same thing. Narcissism.
Celebration.
You want to be pretty.
Narcissism, okay.
I want to be pretty, and I want people to like me for being pretty. Same kind of thing.
And
you know,
it's a
you're out there
celebration of
making
the
a statement,
idea of
it's a celebration
femininity.
of life.
And it's also very
And
common.
celebration of the spirit.
That's true. Yeah. It also is very common to either create a different persona or find the persona within
Oh,
you. that-
exactly.
Yeah.
It's just
that kind of thing.
enhancing everything and just having an excuse to do it.
Would we
under-
recognize you if you showed up as Tawdry?
Yes, you would.
Okay.
It would take you a couple of seconds, but you would recognize
So
me.
what is the key feature like? Do you cover your eyebrows? Do you put a lot of makeup on? A lot of
A
glitter?
lot of makeup, a lot of padding.
You do a lot of padding?
Oh, I do a lot of padding. I know I was built with
You don't
quite a
like you
bit,
need
but
padding. Oh,
padding is necessary. As
When-
I was talking to Duplicity yesterday, we were like,
That girl can
is-
pad.
It's padding. It's about padding. Otherwise, you're just a girl in the dress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to do a little something to enhance.
And when's your next performance? I don't know if I heard you.
It'll be tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
It is tomorrow.
It
Oh,
is
yeah.
tomorrow over at the Love Cinch.
Oh, okay.
fundraiser.
Well,
I love it when they
probably-
pay attention to our
Fundraiser / birthday party.
I was
I love the people who are in our show that pay attention to our show.
I was working the board.
That's
It's
I
okay,
know.
there
I
you
know.
go.
This is excuses.
Excuse me.
So I'll wander over to the cinch. If I went into the cinch, I don't think I've ever been in the cinch as a boy. I don't know if I can handle that.
I think you could.
Maybe
I think you
wander
were.
up there.
No, maybe not. I don't know.
I'll wander up there. Great. It's tomorrow night.
Yes,
Fabulous.
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Starts at
Tomorrow
5.
afternoon.
Yeah, starts at 5. Goes on to
Because the thing
evening.
about shows at the Cinch, they can't go after 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Because
10
of the
o'clock.
of the
Yeah.
awful people in that neighborhood who have just
Terrible,
kept that
tragic
bar
people.
from expanding the way it should.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bond Street is going very straight right now.
Well, you know, and that's one of the reasons we're bringing show off to the Red Devil Lounge is we're bringing some homos back to the polk.
that's
Yeah.
right. That's what we need.
I felt I was hustling outside during the show. I mean, there was like a little picture taken of us, and it was me and Duplicity and Alexa Von Kicking Face, and I think you were there, Philippe, and it was and Baronce, and somebody took the picture and put it up there, and I was like hustling in the pulp, because you know that felt like Duplicity was kinda.
Yeah.
She was catcalling the cars going by. But she was just drumming up business for our show because, you know, when you do a 7 o'clock drag show, you know how many people show up for that.
Very true.
Yeah, very few.
It's kind of hard, but it was good. It was a good.
Well, it was a great show. It was a great initiation to the bar and the club and get to know everybody, and everybody got to know us and kind of what we're about. So, and they were all super excited and happy. So, and pictures will be coming out by the end of the weekend.
Right.
It's a great space if you haven't been there before. The Red Devil Lounge.
Yeah, no, fantastic space. As a matter of fact, somebody, one of these around the town tweet accounts asked me what the best small size venues were in San Francisco, and I put like number one, Bimbo's, because I think Bimbo's is like one of the great places in San Francisco that really isn't that well known. It's so fucking cool, and I mean, you're in there and you're like going, where are Sammy and the Rat Pack? Because it seems like it's like stuck in 1962.
Right.
That's what I love about it. But then I also put Mezzanine. The Independent and Red Devil Lounge. Those are to me, the places I like to go see bands the most.
Right.
Yeah,
the Rickshaw Stop's good too.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Yeah, it's amazing some of the bands from like the 70s and 80s they have there. You know, big names that, you know.
Oh, the Red Devil Lounge?
Yeah.
I went and saw Thomas Dolby there.
That's amazing,
Human League did like 2 or 3 nights there in a row. Remember that a couple of years ago?
Where all these bands? I guess you just got to look at their
I guess
website.
you're in the suburbs still or something.
Yeah, I used to be Bridge and Tunnel.
Yeah, so
It's okay.
but no, and it's great to bring a show like that and give all these queens who I'm such a big fan of a chance to be in a bigger, better, world.
Yeah, the performers were really digging it last night, telling me how much they liked.
That's what you said.
Loved
Yeah,
the
we
space,
love that.
Loved the space.
How can you not?
Yeah. All right.
Well, Veronica, thank you so much for taking
thank
time.
you
I'm
for
sorry,
having
Tawdry.
Tawdry, it's okay.
I called you by your girl name.
How did you?
Out on the radio.
Oh, now your mother knows.
No, it's
Well,
okay.
thank you so much for taking your time out, and I'm sure I will see you within like
couple of
12 hours,
probably. Yeah,
max.
if that.
Wander back up at the same.
because I keep saying how I'm not going to go out tonight.
I'm
but
not going out this
we
weekend.
all say it's the kiss of death. I'm not gonna go out tonight.
I'm not going to be Maria. I'm not going to drink. I'll be thinking, well, I should just stop by. Well, if I'm going to go there, I might as well have one drink. If I'm going to go there, I really should get dressed up. And next thing you know,
Yeah, blowjobs in the bathroom. Yeah.
if you haven't tried it,
and
it's
Bob's
exciting.
Donuts.
Oh, and Bob's Donut. Well, the Bob's Donut to me is another one of those institutions of San Francisco. I've been putting together a list of places I want to go and do little bits and videotape them and put them on the website as places like where the Yoda statue is.
Oh,
or
yeah.
Where Dan White crawled into the City Hall window to go and assassinate Harvey Milk. All these weird. You were telling me one about the cafeteria.
Right, California Hall,
Right,
across the street.
where they had like the big sit-in protest for gay rights back like pre-Stonewall and all that stuff. And I think those are interesting things. But I also think that Bob's Donuts is an institution.
Oh,
I mean,
for
if you
sure.
walk down Polk and you walk down that block that place is in, it's black. There's nothing. It's dark, dark, dark. But that one light.
And
it's
that
Bob's
one light
Donuts.
is like the light.
It is,
that
especially
is
when you're
just
drunk.
shining from heaven.
And you go up there about midnight, 1 o'clock, and that line goes around can go around the block.
Oh, it is.
Of drunken people waiting to get their donuts just coming out of that hot oil.
Oh, and that's the best part. All of a sudden, when it's burning through your mouth, and
Yeah.
you still got the
Back
sugar
when we used to do
Cristies.
Charm Pop, we used to go down there and spend like $10 and get like a whole thing of apple fritters just hot and bring them and just take them through the club and hand them out to people.
Oh, you have to. It's like
those
you have
hot
not
apple-
experienced a
I
donut
know.
yet, my friend.
Well, Mutiny Radio, you can charge me for this microphone because I'm drooling all over it. That sounds so good. But yeah, at this time though,
Good
I think that's it.
All right.
Yeah,
All
good
right.
times.
Well, thank you. I
So
hope
we're
to see
gonna
you guys all there tomorrow.
So I think now we'll just go. I guess what we can do another song and change over to another.
Do a PSA first, and then
Yeah,
uh,
PSA.
Did we do all those?
So